Well, despite being held to a draw, a point for Southampton was enough to see them return to the top of the table. As for their two rivals for automatic promotion, well, they were both in action yesterday. West Ham were at Barnsley, but before that, here's how informed Reading got on against playoff chasers Leeds at the Medeski. Unsurprisingly, Reading were unchanged after hitting the hammers for 4 at Upton Park last week, so Ian Hart lined up against the side where he spent the best part of a decade. Leeds were decimated by injuries and suspensions, so Neil Warnock was forced to make 3 changes, including a first start under Warnock for 19-year-old Zach Thompson. Commentary comes from Dan O'Hagan.
Karajan here for Reading. Zach Thompson is the midfielder with him. And then a heavy one, referee on the spot here. And certainly will be a talking to at least here for the teenager Zach Thompson. 1 or 2 tempers here already beginning to ball. Red card shown to Zach Thompson. A career first sending off for the young midfielder. Studs up, both feet off the deck. And Reading's captain there felt the full force of the young midfielder. And his manager is absolutely livid with him. Now, can Reading exploit the gaps now left by the red card for Zach Thompson? McAnuff with a quick throw now to Jason Roberts. Towards McAnuff again, Danny Pugh clear. Karajan. And Ian Hart. And Hart's cross against the post. And a cross there which almost became a whole lot more for Reading and for Ian Hart. And Karajan went in and another heavy tackle. Play goes on, it comes to Roberts here for Reading. With him is Jimmy Kebe in support. This though is Jason Roberts still. Danny Pugh in this time. It's a game so far full of very, very spiky tackles, it must be said. Again the studs are up there and Jem Karajan felt the full force of that one. Well, Jem Karajan is going to have to patch up the socks because you see there just how big the tear was from the studs of Danny Pugh. Kebe's flick away for Karajan here. Then Brown won the ball but then took the man. And Karajan's hurt not for the first time in this first half. That's been a bruising match so far for the young Turk Jem Karajan. Wins the ball, then the follow through catches Karajan. Jem Karajan is going to limp away and limp off here. Robert Snodgrass free kick gives Leeds the first chance to register in this second period. Snodgrass does have a tremendous left foot. In by Snodgrass here and Federici across to turn the ball aside. The 10 men there threatened with a free kick which required a pretty useful save there from the big Aussie. McAnuff made the run, then he's taken out as well by Danny Pugh. Danny Pugh's tackle there was really heavy, yellow card for him. Danny Pugh's walking a very fine line, isn't he? That's another awful tackle. And now Kebe. And the shot's on here, and it's just wide of the mark as well. On the turn there, Ross McCormack almost caught Reading cold. It just flashes past Federici's post. McCormack's great control here. Ross McCormack does well. Snodgrass. Federici saves. And that's a key save too for Reading. As Leeds there with the counter, the rare chance fashion, but Federici there to deny Snodgrass a goal against the run of play. Adam Federici worth his weight in gold there for Reading as Leeds almost found a way through. Robson Kanu for McAnuff here. The captain, McAnuff. Deflection, looping, chance, goal, Lafondra. Flags up. Won't count. Well, the flag up on that far side. It's Richard Kendall. And the ball's played there from McAnuff. Is Lafondra on or offside? That's the question. Here's Jimmy Kebe. And Kebe will cross here. And Robson Kanu arriving on this. And Lafondra. It counts this time, okay. in by Jimmy Kebe, back in by Robson Kanu, and Adam Lafondra. Right place, right time, and the man signed to fill the shoes of Shane Long has maybe scored a goal to propel his team closer towards the Premier League dream. Legend still. Kebe, can he cross again? It's come to Legend once more now, who gets away from Danny Webber. Roberts turns! Lafondra's there again! Reading are going top, no question now. Adam Lafondra in the mix, on the spot, scores again, and the countdown's on for a Premier League return.
You know, he couldn't get into our rhythm really as far as, you know, the way we wanted to play, and you have to look at the opposition there and say, you know, they've come and done a job in the first half, and you know, I thought there would have been about 10 minutes of injury time in the first half, but there was only 3. Well, that was bizarre to say the least. But the most important thing today is to talk about the football and the fact that you know, we've kept a clean sheet, we've got 3 points, and we move on.
You either got to teach them, the referees or the officials, you know, what the game is all about. We know the rules. They all know the rules. It's just the game they let themselves down, and they don't experience the game. And I think that's the disappointment for me today. I think if you'd have played the game, we'd have got a free kick. They wouldn't have had a goal. We'd have got bookings, 2 or 3 more bookings for Reading with some of the thing. We'd probably got another sending off actually, because I thought Pugh's tackle was worse than the young kids.